This is a Daystate Saxon. It's a special edition air rifle. This is number 8 of 150. And it's one of the best looking rifles I've seen come out of Daystate HQ in a long time. Not only is it there to commemorate a lot of history, maybe it's also predicting a bit of the future too. This rifle tells you a lot about what Daystate get up to behind closed doors. They're tinkering, they're trying different things, different finishes and different looks. Take for example that moderator. Now that's a very, very special one that's been made by Huggett Moderators, Mr. Andrew Huggett. And just the fit and finish on that moderator is exquisite. It's not just the actual engineering, it's also the finish and the colouring of the metalwork. It goes from black to gold to silver. And that tube, that shroud, goes right the way down, and you've got those lovely vented grates on the side which pay homage to the stamp on the pistol grip. That colouring matches with the colouring on the block, and if you look closely, that is a new style block. The gun is ambidextrous, you can change the bolt from left to right of your own accord, and the safety is just at the rear there. Stock is again good for left-handed or right-handed shooters, and we have to look at that stock. Look at the lines on that. You've got a beautiful grip. I mean, just look at that. That is gorgeous. Spaces for your thumbs on both sides, and it literally sits there. Look, it's almost perfect. It just sits there. The other hand's here. You bring it up. Look at that. Look at that. That is a beautiful piece of engineering and a beautiful piece of wood. You've also got stippling all the way down, and to finish off the stock, you've got a lovely 3D butt pad which you can adjust. The gun is powered from a 480cc carbon fibre bottle, and I'm getting 70 shots in the 30 foot-pound range, and they're accurate shots too. And it's helped along the way by the small subtle changes that Daystate have made inside the main block. The Saxon is a 10-shot rifle, and it uses the stable platform that is the Daystate magazine system, and that magazine system has now got the trusted anti-double load mechanism built into it, and it's in partnership with the rifle that it works so well. Basically, when you pull the bolt back like that, if you fired the gun a few moments before, a pin has popped up and struck the bottom of the magazine, and allowing it to rotate to let you put a pellet in, like so. But if I then pull the bolt back again, like that, because the gun hasn't been fired, that pin hasn't popped up, so that magazine isn't going to rotate again. And with that special Huggett and reflex silencer system, suddenly a 30+ foot-pound gun becomes backyard quiet. The Saxon is the blinged out version of the Wolverine 2. Both have the Harper engine, so the internals and shooting experience are exactly the same. One just looks like it's been through the Gas Monkey garage. The standard Wolverine 2 has the same reflex system, you just need to choose a mod for the end. Both have floating barrels and the sweetest trigger, fully adjustable of course. The Harper engine has been tweaked with learnings from the Pulsar and the Renegade, and I can tell you that when you shoot the Wolverine 2, there's no kick, clunk and no real bang to talk of. Filling is using the Foster system on the bottom of the rifle. This has a magnetic dust cap, and it's the same one as on the new Brocock Bantam. Now I know the company has strong ties, but Daystate, this is a Daystate, and I don't want to see shared parts, not on something of this high quality. The stock is bulkier in the middle to allow for the internal changes, and I have to say I prefer it to the earlier B version. There's a pressure gauge on the side, and it's a recommended fill to 250, but I would fill and shoot from 230 to 160 for the best range. Don't overfill it because you're just going to waste air. Same hole in. excited to see this. I think I've got one ever so slightly high. And of course the shoot and sees always splatter a little bit more, so you can never really quite tell through the scope. Let's have a look. Scope cam. Should have used the rest properly. Should have learnt from that one. And then this one, I paid attention to everything else that was going on here. And I've got one ever so slightly high. But otherwise, I've got 10 within half inches. In fact, actually it's less than half inches. It's just one big pellet hole. I've just caught my best ever group on scope cam at 75 yards. 7 pellets under a dime. I've got 3 just outside. This group, all bar 1 is under a quarter. So I actually did better with the scope cam. And this group, again, all under a quarter. And this is me getting tired. I'm gonna need to get out of the sun in a minute because I think I'm burning. But I just want to say something. I opened the box when I received this and I looked at it and I thought, that looks really, really trick. I like it. But it's probably just another Daystate. I am so wrong. So wrong. This is not just another air rifle. There is something special about this and I am astounded by what it's just done for me. And if this is something to do with the shape of the future is very exciting. And it's all started with a piece of history. There are those that want me to hate on what a gun is missing. I'm not going to do that. I'm an air rifle enthusiast. Every gun does its own thing in its own way. And if they didn't, we'd all be shooting the same stuff. Some of you voted Trump and some of you voted Clinton. What I do know is that I'm new to the unrestricted power scene. And it amazes me. And this is why I love my sport. Yes, first time. I went down a few marks on the tree. First time. I'm a happy boy. And I did do pellet testing and I found that the JSB 18s work the best. Or the Barracudas if you want to hit a bit harder. But to replicate my results, use the JSB 18s.